All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High, His own begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rabakakodash. Double honors to elder apostles, a great millstone, and rule well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, sincere laborers. You brothers out on highways and byways, making your body the living sacrifice. And also blessings to you few sisters out there listening and learning. I'm that fellow servant Kanakla, coming at you once again. Another news update. And the further downfall of this Edomite empire, this Edomite power structure, all right? This Edomite world, if you will, because that's the world that's going to end, is the world of the Edomites, all right? Meaning that this empire, this rulership, okay? So here it is, Esau, Edom is divided. Let's get the precept real quick, then we get into the article. It's Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. All right. So this Edomite empire is going to get brought to desolation because it's divided against itself on all fronts, man. All right. Here it is over in America. You got the left wing versus the right wing, all the way to the simple fact of, you got people that, may like the one football team and don't like the other football team, but on a more potent side, you got division over here in America, Democrats versus Republicans. And then as we finna get into this information, this article, you got nations, actual whole nations divided against Edomite nations divided against each other. All right. It says every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. All right. And Satan just means adversary. All right. It says, how shall, it's like a how shall then his kingdom stand. All right. So let's go into this division. It's EU and US sanctions on Turkey show it is a NATO state in name only, okay, and will push Erdogan closer to Russia and China. Now, let me get a quick precept to pretty much give you the understanding of that biblically. How Shai spoke about this. New Testament. Wait on it. That's not it, honey. Thought that was it. With this app, you gotta be very exact. All right, I won't search for it. New Testament. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, same book, Matthew 15, verse 8. We'll start here. Matthew 15, verse 7 says, ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, and this was quote from Isaiah the 19th. All right, it's like Isaiah 29 and 13. That's what this quote from. Yahushua quoted Matthew 15 and 7. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips. All right, so let's make sure we're following on the same page here. As you can see, EU and US sanctions on Turkey show it is a NATO state in name only. Okay, so the Europe and the US, all right, they're putting sanctions on Turkey, and Turkey is a part of NATO. All right, Turkey is their ally, but they putting sanctions on them because they're doing deals with Russia. So it's like, why would you do that to a friend? Why would you put sanctions on a friend? Goes to show you NATO. All right. Matter of fact, we're gonna search that real quick. Show you what NATO is. NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also called the North Atlantic Alliance. All right, is an intergovernmental military alliance between 30 European in North American countries. All right, so they're supposed to protect each other. They're an alliance. All right, so why would you put sanctions, you know, on one of your alliances? So they said it's just by name only. All right, so let's go back to what Yahweh Shai said. It says, these people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. So Yahweh Shai gave an example. All right, here's an example. All right, in the scriptures. All right, what this article is talking about. All right, so you can find examples. The Bible has an answer for everything. Right, all in the scriptures you can find it all in the Word. All right, so and we're gonna show you how this is directly linked to prophecy. All right, it says state in a name only and will push Erdogan closer to Russia and China. All right, it says President Recep Tayyip Erdogan Tayyip has upset both Brussels and Washington of late, as Turkey has done significant deals with Moscow and Beijing. All right, so Turkey doing deals with Russia and China. It says, but despite growing estrangement from the West, all right, now we're gonna go into that word estrangement so we can show you what it means. It says the fact of no longer being on friendly terms or part of a social group. And what's that social group? That social group is NATO. Okay, so the fact of no longer being on a friendly terms on that alliance. All right, so but despite growing estrangement from the West, he doesn't want to sever ties completely. Turkey is about to be hit with a double dose of sanctions for reasons that are entirely different, but nonetheless related. On one hand, the European Union is set to blacklist a number of Turkish officials and entities over gas drilling in waters claimed by Cyprus, part of a long-standing controversy that also involves Greece. It says on the other, the White House is preparing a package of measures that target Ankara's defense industry, aiming to cripple its procurement of weaponry. This is a retaliation for it having purchased an S-400 missile defense system from Russia, despite its NATO commitments, which is considered a breach of critical threshold in the Turkey-U.S. relationship. All right, so you see the NATO or the EU putting sanctions on Turkey for doing deals with Russia and China. All right, but it's an ally, so it's like it said in name only. So they're divided. All right, and real quick, let me get this. Another thing here. This is just recently Turkey. I'm sorry, Donald Trump was complaining about Germany with Russia as well. So this is more, Germany is a part of the NATO. All right, so this is more pretty much proof of Satan's kingdom being divided. All right, that alliance, that NATO alliance being divided. It says Trump lashes out Germany over gas pipeline deal, calls it Russia's captives. All right, so they done and this was recently Trump. He tweeted about this too, saying how Germany is making $1 million or $1 billion deals with Russia, and he don't like that. And don't forget about the Brexit and the Frexit. So NATO, that's just a front. That's just a name. All right, they're already divided. So let's get into the scriptures here. This is Matthew. It's like a Revelation 17, and we're gonna get right to the point. Revelation 17. We're gonna start at 12. Revelation 17 and 12. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast." So the beast system is EU and NATO. All right. And the 10 horns is a representation of the original 10 nations, if you will, of the EU. All right. It says, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb. All right. They're going to make war with Yahweh Shai. It says, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords, King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, the elect. All right. The brothers out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth, those that have been elected among them. Right. It says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are the peoples and the multitudes and nations of tongues. And the whore would be America. All right. And America, the whore that sitteth upon the beast, because America is pretty much like the top dog out of all these European nations. All right. So America controls them. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast shall hate the whore. So America's own allies, the EU, NATO, all right, which represent the 10 horns. It originally started out as 10, all right. And it says, in the 10 horns that thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So this division is going to get so great. But according to prophecy, all right, they're going to see America as a problem, right? And they're going to shoot missiles upon America. It says, for the Most High put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. All right, and the one which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So America is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. All right, so Esau Edom is divided. All right, NATO is just a front. They divided, man. So with that, Lord's will, this is edifying. We almost out of here. Remember, Satan's kingdom cannot stand if they're divided. It's going to be brought to desolation. And that's how it's going to happen. All right. Nuclear war. All right. Russia holds the largest nuclear arsenal out of any country. So with that, until next time, say shalom.